I'm 41 years old. I was born in 1977, and the advancement of treatment and education and knowledge of sickle cell is way far more advanced now than when I was growing up. I wasn't diagnosed until 1979 when I was 2 years old, where I had to be tested for sickle cell because they had tried and tested for everything else. But now they test babies in the hospital for it, so you know beforehand. But I grew up being told by the doctor that I wouldn't live past 18. So that's one worry that I had to worry about as a kid. Will I ever get to be grown? And then also being sick all the time, where you want to play like your other kids and friends play, but you might not feel like it today. You might be hurting today. Being told that you can't play certain sports because of your illness. I experienced all of that. Also, just being in so much pain that you don't understand it and you don't know what to do. Sickle cell pain is, to describe how it feels, where I know everybody can understand it, is it's kind of like when you laying in the bed and you sleep and you catch that Charlie horse in the back of your leg and it just constantly tightens up. Well, sickle cell pain feels kind of like that times 10 or 100 because that tightening of the muscles never loosen up. If I'm in the hospital for a month or 3 months, I'm in a Charlie horse situation for that whole time. It could be in my back, it could be in my legs, it could be in my arms, it could be in my head, it could be in my feet, anywhere where blood circulates. Each patient is different. Me, myself, is mainly when the seasons change. Most sickle cell patients feel the effects of it when the seasons change or when the weather changes. Like right now, it's threatening to rain, but it's not raining. That affects sickle cell patients. Also, like any kind of stress to your body can cause you to go into a crisis. Any kind of infection, being dehydrated, stress can cause you. And the number one threat to a sickle cell patient is we can have a stroke at any time. We can lose eyesight at any time. There's a lot of things that come with it, consequences that can happen with us. So if you have somebody you know that has sickle cell, be careful how you treat them because the harm and cause and stress you cause them can cause them to have a stroke. What a lot of people don't understand is there is a high suicide rate in the sickle cell community because some people don't have that faith to hold on to. And it's plenty of days that you think, I wish I was dead. Every sickle cell patient has thought that. Whether they acted on it or not, that thought has crossed their mind. So just educate yourself about sickle cell because regardless of your race and contrary to popular belief, you too can be affected by sickle cell disease. It's not just African American disease. It originated in the West Indies. So people from the Caribbean can be affected by it. Hispanics can be affected by it. Brazilians, if you have any of these bloods and traits, Indians, in your blood, you can be affected by sickle cell. There are Caucasian people that have sickle cell. I've met 3 in my lifetime. So don't just say, oh, I'm Caucasian, I don't have to worry about it, because it affects everybody. So the number one thing you can do to educate yourself is first be tested. Because if you have the trait, you can create a child that has a disease that you can't do nothing about.